for that musical selection. At this time, I would like to present the valedictorian for the class of 2021, Adarsha Ganesan, daughter of Ganesan Kunagarajan and Anita Ganesan.
Good afternoon to the class of 2021, assembled parents, teachers, faculty, and administration, and all our other guests. On behalf of the Sydney High School class of 2021, I am honored to be able to thank everyone for your dedication in making this graduation ceremony possible, and for being there for us every step of the way, especially this past year as we navigated life through a global pandemic. Thank you to everyone who has shown up today to support our class. I'd like to also specifically thank my parents for getting me this far and sending me to the wonderful school that is Sydney. All of my teachers, and most specifically my senior year teachers, who dealt with us during the pandemic, and who deserve their own rewards for preparing us to go on and do great things out in the real world. And finally, my best friend, German Chima. I don't think I would have made it out alive of high school if my almost twin wasn't by my side the entire time. She's the best, most genuine friend you'll ever find. Thank you, yes. For most of you here, this is probably the most you're ever going to hear me talk without laughing every 2 seconds. So buckle up, this may be your only chance. I started writing the speech about a week ago, and if you know anything about me, you'd be pretty surprised, because usually I wouldn't start this type of an assignment until a day before the deadline. But this time, I was excited by the prospect of having everyone finally hear my voice, so I started writing out phrases excitedly. Over the course of my week, I switched up my speech several times, deleting everything and starting over and over in hopes of making the perfect speech. Because in the back of my mind, I always felt the need to live up to everyone's expectations. I stopped myself from writing what I wanted with thoughts like, that's such a cringy thing to say, and what if no one pays attention? Or they're gonna think I don't know what I'm doing. Which, I'll be honest, I don't. That's not the point. I drowned in the need to live up to everyone's expectations so that every single person seated here today would enjoy my speech, which was honestly pretty close to impossible. Finally, last night arrived. I sat at my laptop and looked at the page of past thoughts and words. After a few moments of staring blankly at everything, and a few more minutes where I scrolled aimlessly through TikTok, I aggressively clicked enter enough times to get to a new page. A fresh start, to write a new speech. The one I'm giving right now. A speech in which I live up to my own expectations. As a whole, the class of 2021 has had the burden of holding up a lot of expectations. For almost the entire year, we had to wear masks from the moment we entered the building to the moment we left. We were expected to continue our normal senior year activities with these changes in place. Unable to see each other's faces, emotions, smiles, and frowns. We did learn to read eyes though. And while this was a worldwide phenomenon, and I am by no means trying to invalidate anyone else's experiences, the class of 2021 had a separate second pandemic to deal with, senioritis. Most of us lacked the motivation to do anything, and we were dealing with our own problems both inside and outside of school. And yet, sitting here today, we lived through it all. And in the future, those moments of struggle will be nothing but fond memories we look back on. As students, we lived up to the expectations, not because society told us to, but because we put in the effort to do it. We got past COVID to the point where we now have a mask optional policy, and we got through senior year to now be sitting here adorned with this cap and gown that we worked so hard for. Yeah, we graduated in the middle of a global pandemic, but we also graduated after countless hours of staring into space and scrolling through YouTube, giving up on the work we were expected to do. Maybe you can recall a time when you decided you were just gonna fail math because you still didn't understand that math concept. Even though you asked Mr. Sweetser how to do it, and his naturally perfect at math brain attempted to dumb it down for you. Attempted. You still don't understand, but you pulled through. You Googled it, or you used Slater. I mean, you asked someone how to do it. Maybe you even realized that that type of a situation wasn't helping you solve math problems, but solve real life problems, just like you'd have to do so often in the future. You realized Mr. Sweetser did teach you something, how to figure things out on your own. And isn't that what a teacher's supposed to do? In the face of all adversity, we persevered, because we put in the effort. We decided to fight against all the odds, no matter how far against us they were. We fought against the night, staring at our walls to get work done. Was it the best paper Mr. Newman has ever seen? Probably not. Was it turned in late? For some of us, yeah, it was. But we turned it in, we passed, and now we're here. Every graduate in this room got yourself to do what you needed. You expected yourself to pull out alive, and now you're sitting here in your cap and gown, ready to move on to the next stage of life. With all of that said, I would like to end this with a very serious question. If you were given the last existing slice of your favorite pizza, would you stuff down as much as you could as fast as possible, or would you take your time to savor every part of it? Think about it. The last existing slice of your favorite pizza. Hopefully you chose the savor the pizza option over indigestion and eternal regret. Now, if I told you it was just normal pizza and there were 10 slices left, you might be tempted to stuff yourself. Because there's more out there. And you're hungry. And it's pizza. But I want you all to treat yourself like the last slice of your favorite pizza. To be admired slowly and savored slowly. Explore your abilities, and then set your expectations to what you expect of yourself. It's your favorite pizza, not your dad's and not your girlfriend's. Know your worth. Don't push yourself to fit into society, to exist to satisfy others' expectations. To be a basic pizza, to be used when someone's hungry and then ignored or replaced. Don't live for other people. Don't adapt to their expectations. Set your own. At the end of the day, be your own favorite pizza, and know that you are the only one out there like that. Where did I get this pizza analogy from? It was 2 a.m. last night as I was writing this. I was tired, I was hungry, I wanted pizza. How it worked. I just wanted to go up on stage and be done already. And now here I am. Here we are, the class of 2021, after 13 years, ready to be done with school. Forever. I'm not one for giving or receiving advice, but maybe if this is motivational enough, they'll play this speech during advisory next year. My point is, form your own opinions, make your own choices. And I don't need to say this, but you're all going to do great things in life. Whether the adults here agree or not, if you made it through high school, you can make it through anything. The best is yet to come. Thank you all for coming and have a great afternoon.